Now ETN to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
On second down, Lawrence. Here's Booker on the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. You talk about this Lions defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. The Lions at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Samuel in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. First and 10, here's Gibbs. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Another run for Gibbs here. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the give, here's Gibbs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 156 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Hand off now to Gibbs. Able to fight through one tackle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Their coach is trying to confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Williams to return. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he's got Booker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return is Williams. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This out quickly to Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 43 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
11. Go.
Now receiver in motion left.
They'll run with Etienne.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Now look out.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Able to power through. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Let's go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And Lawrence now going to move him around.
Go, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Great job. Take right open.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers going a quick slant or something like that.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete